Because no French journalists have been able to travel to Iran in recent months, all the footage you're about to see was secretly filmed by a France 2 contact on the ground. Here we find ourselves in Tehran a few days ago, just after the peace agreement was signed between the United States and Iran. The news of the deal is disappointing to this young woman. We'll call her Shirin.
This agreement marks some of the darkest days for our freedom. The United States and Israel weren't successful in toppling the regime.
In Tehran, the end of the bombings has seemingly allowed locals to regain a semblance of normal life. In this market, we see unmarried couples holding hands. Young women are walking around without headscarves. But for Shirin, who took part in the harshly suppressed protests earlier this year, this display of freedom is an illusion.
Since the end of the war, the regime has stepped up its repression. Arrests have multiplied. With the military intervention and Khamenei's death, I thought there would be change and that the government would be weakened. But the regime is even more united and even more brutal.
But not all of Tehran's residents are disheartened by the agreement with the United States. For Ali, a shopkeeper and staunch supporter of the regime, the negotiations are even proof that Iran has outmaneuvered the world's leading power.
People like me who support the regime think that Iran has won the war. We haven't lost anything. And now, we even have control of the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. had no other choice but to come to the negotiating table.
But even as supporters of the regime proclaim victory, Iran remains in an economic crisis. Worn down by international sanctions, the country is in ruins, at least according to this unemployed young man.
The economic crisis in Iran is a catastrophe. Many people have been fired. I lost my job too. We have the same problems that we had before the war.
Even as a fragile peace looms on the horizon, many Iranians today seem to have reached their limit and are unable to imagine the future.